your team offensively down the stretch?
Yeah, we did. We did have some empty possessions. I thought we really attacked the basket. I thought we did a solid job of sharing it. We got a little isolation happy there. For a stretch. The screen wasn't set quite low enough on our small ball screens. They pushed us out further on the floor and couldn't get the shots at the rim that we were getting.
Fred, Joe Colley, Chicago Sun-Times. I mean, besides the scoreboard, it seemed like there was just kind of a little loss of poise, a couple technicals and guys complaining. I mean, did you sense that things were kind of unraveling and the guys you were hoping to be a little more poised weren't?
Yeah. I mean, I'll say this. I love the way our guys competed. To come out on the road, to play really, really good basketball. For the majority of the first three quarters, came out in the start of the fourth. I thought, we got off to a good start, and then obviously, they took over the last 10 minutes. But I love the way our guys competed. They held serve. We got to do the same on Friday.
Sam Smith, Bulls.com. You had kind of a clean third quarter, no turnovers, and then fourth quarter, 6 of your 16 at that point. Was it serendipity, or was there anything you saw? Was it their pressure? I mean, Wade and Jimmy had like half of them.
Yeah. First half, that was the big thing that we talked about, was taking care of the basketball, that and rebounding. They had us down 9-2, maybe 10-2 in the first half on the offensive glass, and then we had 10 turnovers to their 2. Second half, so that third quarter, I thought we took great care of the basketball. We got good shots up on the board. And then in the fourth, you said it, Sam, we had 6 turnovers. You can't have that. That's too many in the fourth quarter.
Fred, Nick Friedel, ESPN. We've been talking a lot about the fourth quarter. Jimmy had just 2 shots down the stretch there. What do you think you can do to get him the ball more going into Game 6 late in these games?
Well, he and Wade, we run a lot of small ball screens, with their point guard, trying to get him involved in it, and then making the play out of it. Wade had it going, and we went to Dwayne a lot of times with that small ball screen, and we had Jimmy on the other side. They trapped it, and got the ball out of it, and again, I thought our guys, for the most part, made the right plays, but Jimmy, he's a guy obviously that's carried us a lot in fourth quarters. We need to do a better job of getting him the ball.
Fred, kind of piggybacking onto that question, there were obviously plenty of times during the regular season where both Dwayne and Jimmy played great at the same time, really, except for the Game 2 where Dwayne had that big fourth quarter. It hasn't really happened much in this series. Why is that?
Well, again, Dwayne had 18 shots, Jimmy had 15 shots. You want your 2 best players out there getting shots. Again, I thought Dwayne was very aggressive, getting to the free throw line 10 times. Thought he rebounded well. We used him as basically our point guard tonight with Isaiah Cannon out there on the floor, and I thought he played great. I thought he was very aggressive. And obviously we're going to get Jimmy the ball as well. Bradley does a great job crawling underneath, Jimmy, but with Dwayne bringing the ball down the floor, a lot of time he facilitated and again did a good job getting into the paint, making the right read.
Fred, Steve Belpat, Boston Herald. Is there some frustration with you get a 1 for 10 on threes out of Isaiah Thomas, which is what you pray for, and still weren't able to get it?
Yeah, again, in the fourth quarter they got in the paint. I thought Horford was excellent in the fourth. Again, you got to fight through that. That was the adversity that we didn't handle great in that fourth quarter. Those are the times you got to fight through. Isaiah still got it done by getting in the paint and making plays like he always does.
Fred, Vince Goodwill, CSN Chicago. Do you have to guard against telling Jimmy and Dwayne to being too selfish in the fourth quarters because that bogs down the offense? But isn't that like a double-edged sword at this point because you want those guys taking the shots?
Yeah, I mean, we're going to get the ball in their hands, and hopefully they go out and make the right plays, which I felt for the majority of the game that they did.
Fred, Bill Doyle, Worcester Telegram. Would you just talk about the defense that Avery Bradley played on Butler?
Yeah, he's a great defensive player. They have 3 of the best defensive wing players in the league with Crowder, with Bradley, and with Smart. So yeah, he did a great job. He had a great game.
Fred, just the obvious, possibly 1 game left in your season. How do you approach Friday?
Well, obviously, backs against the wall. It's a must-win, obviously. We've got to get back to work tomorrow and hopefully come out with a great effort on Friday.
Jose Pavone, WEI.com, and Causey Street blog. Fred, did you see Isaiah carry the ball at all in this game?
No.